The Carolina Panthers came away with a victory last night against the Houston Texans, but unfortunately, it came with a cost. And you're watching Pantherology. What is going on, guys? Clay here, back at it again with yet another edition of Pantherology. And we are going to dive into my thoughts of this Week 3 matchup that happened last night against the Carolina Panthers and the Houston Texans. Unfortunately, injuries happened. I'm not sure if you can blame it on the turf field or if it was just freak accidents or it was the short week, not enough time to recover. That's why I don't really like Thursday's games, but I'm going to give you all my takes on last night's game. Before we get into today's video, as always, make sure you're pounding that thumbs up button, pounding that subscribe button if you like what I put out there. If you feel the need, comment down below. You don't have to. Click that post notifications bell so then you don't miss out on any new videos, as well as when you're subscribing. So, other than that, let's dive into today's video. So here are my thoughts on the Panthers' victory in Houston last night. And it's never been a favorite of mine for Thursday Night Football because, number one, it isn't Sunday. It doesn't feel like a normal game week. Not to mention how I feel for the players and coaching staff who must compress a full week's worth of preparation into a 3-day period. So not only it gives you time, not only does it not really give you an ample amount of time to prepare, but it also gives you a limited amount of time to even recuperate. So injuries are significant, and it's part of the game. And the Panthers lost two of their best players last night in the 24-9 win over the Texans. Now we know Christian McCaffrey went down with a hamstring injury, and then cornerback J.C. Horn broke his foot. Now, McCaffrey's hamstring injury he's expected to be out at least a few weeks, but wasn't placed on the IR just yet. Horn's foot will be examined more on Monday, from what I know of, but unfortunately, they are thinking that Horn will need surgery to repair the multiple broken bones in his foot and will likely to be out 2 to 3 months. So I'm not sure you can blame Horn's injury on the fact that he played on Thursday night because, quite honestly, it was a fluke accident in my opinion. Now, McCaffrey's, on the other hand, may be due to not having enough time to heal after. Now, safety Justin Burris left the game with a strained hamstring injury as well and did not return. The truth is that the Carolina Panthers football squad is really good. All right. The harsh fact is that they aren't as good without J.C. Horn, and much less so without Christian McCaffrey. So last year's offense totally, looked different with CMC on the sidelines, and it had a similar vibe last night when he walked off the field. Now, I'm going to give credit where it's due. Sure, Sam Darnold stepped up and made some great throws, but he also took some hits while waiting for players to get open. So I think the Panthers have, made, and correct me if I'm wrong here, but have made the Super Bowl both times they've begun the season 3-0. Now, will this occur in 2021? Most likely not. It would have been a difficult task even with a healthy McCaffrey and J.C. Horn. So let us all be completely honest with ourselves here and now. Carolina defeated a mediocre Jet squad. They beat a shattered Saints defense, and then they beat a mediocre Texans team. So the Panthers are completely deserving of their 3-0 record, for sure. And while it may appear that I'm diminishing the win against the New Orleans Saints, I'm only stating the facts here. And that's why I do these videos. Now, offensively, the same Saints who hung 38 on Green Bay in Week 1 were stalled by Carolina's defense. Phil Snow deserves all the credit for executing his game plan flawlessly. Now, the Saints were without 5 starters on the defense. Now, that undoubtedly contributed to some of their defensive difficulties. Now, despite a strong start to the season, things are about to get more tough for the Panthers when they return to Texas to face those Dallas Cowboys next week. Carolina has definitely improved in terms of depth on both sides of the ball, putting them in a far better position to build on their early season success than they were a year ago. So when everything fell apart after a 3-2 start, now it comes to guys like AJ Bouye, who's coming off that suspension he'll be able to finally play in this game, the next game. Rashawn Melvin in the secondary will be required to step up and fill in for J.C. Horn. So fortunately for Carolina, both of those players have a lot of NFL experience and are prepared for the occasion. So I think Bouye, was suspended for the first 2 games and was declared inactive for Thursday night's game. He'll be an important part of this defense moving forward. Now, Carolina can only hope that McCaffrey's injury isn't as bad enough to keep him out for a lengthy amount of time than what I've told you already that I know. Now, Panthers fans would breathe a sigh of relief if they just missed 1 or 2 games. If the MRI findings reveal that he will lose a significant amount of time, this team's perspective will definitely be affected. So guys, I hope you enjoyed today's video. I'm glad we got the win. Unfortunately, it came with the cost. But as always, before I leave you, keep pounding.